The Michael D. Antonovich Trail is a 3.9-mile long trail that starts at the San Dimas Avenue trailhead. While it may be pretty lengthy, the actual intensity of it is pretty low, placing it at around a Class 1 trail on the Yosemite Decimal System. If you're not familiar with the system, the Sierra Trading Post has a good entry-level explanation on their website. But, in short, a Class 1 means you'll have a pretty easy time, not needing much more than a good pair of hiking boots and some water. At the trailhead, there's parking for around 10 to 12 cars at a time, with more parking on the shoulder of the roadway if needed. This initial portion of the trail has a relatively steep incline, so definitely be prepared to break a sweat on the way back. As a result of the recent upturn and downpour, you'll notice a lot of greenery along the hike, and for how much rain we've been getting, the mud was more than manageable. Within a couple of minutes, you'll come across the first of several river crossings, which you can get to the other side of by one of two ways. Over this tree, which can be a little bit perilous, or downstream of it through this shallow section with rocks. Once you've made it across, it's more of the same. You'll be surrounded by plenty of lush green trees, all while following along the river. Further down the trail, you'll come across this concrete bridge, and soon thereafter, a guard booth with this sign for the nearby Buddhist temple. You'll cross the river one last time before reaching this big, open parking lot, which is the Valley Center staging area and ending point for this Part 1. As we all know, we've had some pretty stormy weather, something we Californians experience very little of. If you want to avoid a miserable and wet hiking experience, here's some pointers. Footwear is probably the most important thing when it comes to hiking. I always suggest boots made with either real leather or Gore-Tex, in addition to an extra pair of socks. If you're expecting a lot of water, try dubbing your boots with products such as Snow Seal, which should keep your shoes pretty watertight. Also make sure to wear a waterproof outer layer, but don't bundle yourself up too much. You are hiking after all, and you'll build up warmth pretty quickly. The last thing you want is to start soaking your base layers in sweat. That's all we've got time for this week. Tune in next time when we head further down the trail, and remember, Apaches, keep yourselves safe, dry, and happy.